Hey y'all, it's me, Big Cherry. I am back. I'm about to get this video up today. I wanted to come on here to make sure that we continue our story time. It is on the first mortgage. Our book is called The First Mortgage. And I'm going to start off today with, let me see, what should I start off with today? If anybody know about the portal, the 11/11/22 portal is today. So that's why my video is up kind of late because I be having some things I have to take care of, especially people like me. We got certain things that we have to do at certain times, just like anybody else. Um, the way things look, it's not always as they're perceived. Um, I was looking at some stuff and thinking about how everybody always talking about, generational curses and karma and how you have, people have to pay it back. And anybody that knows, we live in a as above is so is so, as above is below as above is so below, or as below above. But in saying that, um just like we have to interact on this realm that we in, what we can see, what we can touch, what we can taste, what we can smell, there's other realms also. But if you read scripture, you know that too. But so you have to participate wherever you participate on this level. You to participate in all types of realms. So while you negotiating on this realm, you also are called in to negotiate on other realms also. So I know if some people out there know what I'm talking about. It's like when you are in your sleep state, you're not actually sleeping. You actually doing work in other places, and having to contact people and talking to people on different realms. Like, I gotta get this message through. You gotta, are they trying to get a message to you, or are you getting the message out to them? Like, I need y'all to go talk to these people to not do this or that. So you just navigate now. It depends on what's going on and who need to be talked to, who need to be, I can't contact them on this level, but maybe on the other level I can get, I could get a message on that other level. So, like I said, it's 11:22 today. So I had some things I needed to do. So I'm kind of getting myself back together, but it does. It takes a lot out of you. And if people be like, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, but I am doing something. You just can't see what I'm doing. And certain things you just don't see what people be doing. But we're doing it and getting it done. Look at that. That's I wanted y'all to see that picture. I believe I showed y'all that picture the last time we was on here. Um, and this one it says Joshua commanding the sun to stand still. Just saying it, just like, did you just hear what I said to y'all? Joshua commanding the sun to stand still. Okay, I'll read this back so we could get caught up. Forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit. Okay, I got like a different little light thing going on today, so let's see if we can get this, and we, still see my face and everything. And it says, when the people came together to behold the power of God, Moses then, instead of speaking, smote the rocks twice with the rod, saying then, must we bring water gushing forth from out these rocks, and thus satisfying the longing of yourselves as well as flocks? Moses smote the rocks, and water cool and fresh came gushing out, rippling down amongst the pebbles, leaping over rocks, no doubt, laughing in the sparkling sunlight from its rocky home release, bringing mirth and joy and gladness unto man as well as beast. It is true that God commanded Aaron and Moses just to speak, but the rocks were told was smitten, just as if their God was weak. It's just like when you tell somebody something, or you like, say for instance, you tell your kids not to do something, or he told you, or you, instead of you talking to them, being able to talk to somebody instead of having to do this or something even more heinous or whatever than that. That if you can't just speak to someone and, I guess, get them to listen to you, or to uh just, just using the voice, just the voice, like I said, the voice, the voice, your vocals, it's magic. All of this, everything is just magical. All of this, the way it works, everything. So this right here, when you speak, it should immediately move or do whatever. You don't have to hit it. You don't have to make it yield to you, to make it actually yield to you. With God, you should just have to just speak it, and it should automatically just yield and do. And that's it. It's supposed to just yield and do. And they said, shall we bring water? As they smote twice with the rod, taking to themselves the honor which alone belonged to God. I think we talked about that before, when people say that what they did this, they did that, this was theirs, and that it don't belong to this, it's just mine, da 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 da. As if they got there by themselves and taken all the honor of God away when He made provisions. He made provisions for you, and you don't, and you don't take it seriously when He's made provisions for you. Instead of you just sitting in what He's created for you, the provisions that He's set place for you, you want to run around like He weak, and He's not weak. He's not weak at all. He's the author and the finisher of the story. Because I don't know what you believe, but He's the author of the story, author and the finisher of the story. This is where we're at now. We're about to read this now. About to read this. Yes, today is 11/22. I believe that today, tomorrow, this is the last week of Scorpio season. This is the last day of Scorpio season. I believe Sagittarius begins tomorrow, which is going to be on a Sunday, which is 11/23, I believe. Don't if I'm wrong, I apologize. But we'll be in fire season. We'll be in fire season, which is Sagittarius season. I'm reading now the fury serpents. Then there came some fury serpents when the Israelites complained, and the people oft were beaten, bitten, while the serpents. Okay, let's do that again. I'm sorry, I apologize for that because I'm trying to do this with this light here today. I'm trying to do this with this light. I keep telling you, oh, I'm going to get this together with this lighting here. Okay. Then there came some fury serpents when the Israelites complained, and the people often were bitten, while the serpents there remained. I think this is nice. I could do it like this. And Abba thinks I almost see them as upon the rocks they lay, snapping at the Hebrew children who came near them in their play. And I almost think I hear them as I see them creeping past, saying to the Hebrew children, we have come to you at last. To collect a little interest, and we hope you'll not forget, you as well as the Egyptians owe a part of that same debt. For that mortgage that was given when old Adam was on earth was on every soul that liveth, or that and that ever should have birth, all included in this mortgage. Who of this are some afraid? Follow up the story farther. Realize your part is paid. Let me read that again. I'm going to read that again. Okay. Listen closely. For the mortgage that was given when old Adam was on earth was on every soul that liveth, or that every and that ever should have birth, all included in this mortgage. Who of it are some afraid? I believe it says some afraid. So sore afraid. Follow up the story further. Realize your part is paid. See what's going on here, y'all. Okay. Let's see what this is. Okay. Forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit. Okay. Canaan was by lot divided. Each tribe thus obtained his share. Joshua was the anointed who should lead the people there, lead them over beyond Jordan, for were made to understand. Moses was to enter, only see the promised land. So we know that Moses was able to see it, but he wasn't able to enter in. His life work was nearly ended. To his people, he em- he he rehearsed how the Lord then befriended and their enemies had cursed. Had he taken them from bondage and had met them face to face. How he cared for them and fed them as they went from place to place. How the clouds had gone before them and how it had changed its fire. Then he went up on Mount Nebo and on. I'm gonna spell this for you. That's Piagah. Went still higher. Looked across the river on the other side, all alone with God on Nebo. We are told that Moses died. Sometimes people is just here, certain people. You have a great mission to do. You have something that you told to do, but you don't even want to do it. You can't even come up with it. It's like, there you go. I done did this and that. I've been running here and there, running from people all my life, running from people and problems and situations, and get ran off. You run off and you get ran off. You ever been, you all know, but some people you ever been, you done ran off and get ran off. You get run off and ran off. It's like, it's just a mess, just a mess. And it's just a mess. And you got a mission. You just been thrown into something. Like I wasn't trying to do that. I didn't know that was gonna come. You know, you just don't know. You don't know. But then sometimes he give you warning. But you gotta be able to, like when they say, you have to be able to discern it. You gotta be able to see it. But sometimes you just don't see it. But then once it happens, it's like you just reliving it. You like playing it out. Like I know that I done seen this shit before. It's like, and people want you to run around. The first time it happened, you was running around, your head all cut off. Cause you know you done seen it. You know you done did this shit before. You done did this shit before. So when it come up again, like damn, I'm doing this all over again. And it's like you don't seem like you all into it. Cause I done did this before. I done seen it. Even as like relationships and stuff. And you done seen this character before. So it's like if you ain't doing all that, you just ain't gonna do all that extra shit no more. Because you done been like you done did it before. And when you see a certain person in it or a certain situation, it is playing out the same exact way. And you say to yourself, wait a minute, I done did this before. I done did this before. You exhausted yourself, energy and everything. And you done did this before. Like I can always say, ain't nothing new under the sun. It's just that when you realize you done did this before, as long as ain't no, you ain't trying to get hurt, you ain't trying to hurt nobody or whatever. It's like don't bother me with it. Just don't bother me. You want to continue acting like you don't know what's up, then you continue acting like you don't know what's up. But don't drag me into it. I'm not gonna be drugged into anything. I'm just not gonna be drugged into anything. No, I refuse. I refuse. And because when you see what takes place in here in our wonderful book, like I said, the first mortgage, you can participate or you can sit on the sideline. If you want to participate at that time, then you participate in. And usually, sometimes when you start participating, that's when you just like, oh, you just done handed yourself over to this mess. You just keep on handing yourself over to this nonsense, to the nonsense. And I know if he like he did when we keep on going through it, and you be talking and people be saying all the time like they said I wouldn't do that to a person. I wouldn't treat a person like that. I wouldn't have allowed them to get in that type of situation. Da 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 da. And everybody always talking about they God conscious, the God consciousness, the God consciousness. That's why you cannot reach that God consciousness because you keep saying what you wouldn't do, even though you perceive it as being something bad or whatever. A God, he does these things, and we're a part of it. We're just a part of it, and it's all connected together in your God consciousness. This is what your God will do. It might look bad to other people, like say for instance, when Adam, he didn't do something. His God came in and you know dumped him on his head. When Lucifer did what he did, that God came in, dunked him on his head. You know what I'm saying? When what you call him, Joshua did, even with Moses, he did all of that. When he got the people, kept the people, they wandered in the woods for 40 years, gave him the commandments and everything. But when it came down to him, he told him to speak to that rock, and he hit that rock twice. Even with certain things that people do, we do in our lives and stuff, and you don't think like you're not thinking because everybody comes to an understanding, in the beginning, some people already come back because they already come back and they already know what's up. And they looking and they watching and they trying to keep from falling in them same pitfalls or whatever. But then some of us, like I can even say for myself, I knew that when I was younger that things was playing out because I've always had that little what they people call that deja vu type of thing. And the older I was getting, the more I was starting to be able to understand it, and I could actually see it, and I could see myself in it, reacting it, like doing a not even a rehearsal, but okay, we're gonna do another take. It didn't work out the last time. We're gonna do another take at this time, and we're gonna, and you can actually see yourself, and you could like say, "Oh, wait a minute, I was here." I was here. You start having certain pains and stuff in the body, like in your feet or wherever, and you be like, it's something you got to go do. And once you take care of it, it's like, oh, damn, I don't feel that in my shoulder. I don't feel that in my, or that one, or that situation. You're away from that situation. You was probably having all these aches and pains and what, but you fail to get out that situation. It'd be like, oh, I'm feeling a little better now. And I'm like, or you stop thinking about something that you was thinking about and you done did that before and you be like, oh, my head ain't hurt no more. I decided not to think about that no more, huh? I mean, it's just it's really like that. And he did all of that. His God said, you can see it. can see it, but you ain't gonna make it. You're not gonna be able to step 1 foot on it. Not 1 foot. Not 1 foot. And then the story continues. And the story continues without you. Let's read it again. And let's just say, let's just think about him for a moment. I actually want to close my eyes. And when you think about Moses and his story and how he started out a baby rolling down the river, where his mama had to put him, in these time of days, you take your baby and they chasing and they running after you and your baby. Somebody done got killed. Other people done got killed. You take your baby, you put your baby in a little thing that you made, and you got it just rolling down the river. And you hoping and you watching, to see if the baby can, you know, be captured by somebody. And you praying that it's a person, that it don't capsize over. Got your precious little baby in there. Desperate mama trying to save her baby. And then her baby get captured, got picked up, brought into a nice, beautiful home, living good. And if you read the scripture, you know how all that started and how he had to flee and how his name was stricken from the tablets. He just stricken, you know. And then he called back to that place. He already got a bounty on him. I think they supposed to kill him at sight and brought him right to the Pharaoh. But he came back, told the Pharaoh, let my people go. And kept coming back. All kinds of things happening. This man got a wife. He got a sister, brothers. His mom was, I think, is still alive, or his mom was gone. His sister called leprosy. All this stuff going on in this man's life. Then he finally get them out of there. They being chased and ran down. Him and the people, he done took him out of there. They chasing him and running him. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing. Nothing new under the sun. We can see the stuff that's going on even now. Different evangelists and different organizations uh, that throw bombs on them. And they chase them out of there, or they killing them. And or they keep saying, let my people go. They still saying, let my people go. Let my people go. We still saying, let my people go. And stuff, see it on TV, and stuff that's happening to the people right now in our world. They still doing it. Even now, they still doing it. Even now, they screaming, let my people go. As big as this world is, they saying, let my people go. Let me see. Spilled this a little bit. Let me put this right here. But I'm still, when you think about his life and all the wilderness, and the people, the golden calf, and he go up on there, just, burning bush. He come down with 2 tables, tell him what he get down there, and it gets sucked up, and then they do something else again, and they some old, die, and then he said he gonna be, do this, and they go find a place, and they get that place, and that's where they milk and honey is at. But you do that thing, and instead of you following that, on command to whatever you was told to do and you didn't do it the right way. You can't go in. You gone. The story continues on without you. Burial of Moses. Let's read that again. It says forbidden fruit. Looked across the river Jordan, over on the other side, all along with God on Nebo. We are told that Moses died. Burial of Moses. He was buried in a valley and the land where Moabs dwelled, but no one knows where his grave is, and perhaps it's just as well. Let the old man rest in silence underneath the dark green sod, for in life he loved most dearly to be left alone with God. But sadness kin to sorrow comes unbiding as well dwell on this mountain seen at Nebo, and our hearts within us swell. Ah, the thought of that great leader on that mountain all alone as he fought the greatest battle that mankind has ever known. Fought and yielded to the victor, fought the battle, then he died with the prize he long had sought for over on the other side. Like the weary stormy petrel as it sails the broad sea oars, it's exhausted and drops dying in the water near the shore. Forbidden fruit. So it was that this man Moses died with Canaan just in sight, with no one to soothe or comfort on that lonely mountain height. God, perhaps in his greatest wisdom and the mercy by him shown, hid from view the tears of Moses as he died while all alone. Drew the mantle gently o'er him, hid his sorrow and his grief, and in heaven we will find him, saved by mercy and belief. Someday, 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 oh, someday, oh, Someday, some way, some way, oh, some way, some way, oh, some way. Some way, oh, some way, will one day meet. Someday. Big Cherry loves you. It is 11, 12, 20, 25. Someday will one day be introduced to today. I love you. Big Cherry loves you. I love you so much. We'll be back again reading our book, The First Mortgage. We will be on part 3 of our book. And look at that. Look at that, how they ended that. They put that there, right there. They put that right there. As I stated before, this is a very interesting and a very enlightening read. I call it a clip note. So anything that's in here that strikes your attention, there is a book that you can go to. Go to that book, read that book. Know that we're not just doing this. You can feel that, taste that, smell that, love that. Oh, I feel that. There's other realms that we know exist. They're there. We're here. They're there. We can go there. Go there. Go there. It's okay. We have an open invitation to go there and plead our case on that realm also. And to know that God, we are his creation. And he always gets it right. Even when we don't. He does. He does. And we'll be okay with that. I'm okay with that. I have to be. There's no other choice. But he did give us something. And I'll read that to you because Victory loves you. And I know he loves you too. So we're going to get this together. Someday, one day, together. Yes, we will. I love you because, like I said, always will say there's nothing new under the sun. So don't seem so shocked when it happens. I love you.